your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Oh. 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 Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Cha Vaidyakena Yopakarotam Pravaram Munina Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas present in tonight's session. So let's begin first with the Ratanam aspect. I will say the alphabet so that you can get used to it. Akaranta Pullinga Deva Shabdaha. Devaha Devau Devaha Prathama. Devam Devau Devan Dvitiya. Devena Devabhyam Devaihi Tritiya. Akaranta Napunsakalinga Phala Shabdaha. Phalam Phale Phalani Prathama. Phalam Phale Phalani Dvitiya. Phalena Phalabhyam Phalaihi Tritiya. Akaranta Strilinga Mala Shabdaha. Mala Male Malaha Prathama. Malam Male Malaha Dvitiya. Malaya Malabhyam Malabhihi Tritiya. We'll do Hrasvai. Okay, Hrasva. Ikaranta Strilinga Mati Shabdaha. Matihi Mati Matayah Prathama. Matim Mati Matihi Dvitiya. Maptya Matibhyam Matibhihi Tritiya. Ikaranta Strilinga Nadi Shabdaha. Nadi Nadyau Nadyah Prathama. Nadim Nadyau Nadihi Dvitiya. Nadya Nadibhyam Nadibhihi Tritiya. Sarvanam. You all wanted touch shabda before, right? Okay. Dakaranta Pullingaha etat shabdaha. Eshaha etau ete prathama. Etam enam etau enau etan enam dvitiya. Etena enena etabhyam etaihi tritiya. Dakaranta Strilinga. Dakaranta Napunsakalinga etat shabdaha. Etat ete etani prathama. Etat enat ete ene etani enani dvitiya. Etena enena etabhyam etaihi tritiya. Dakaranta Strilingaha etat shabdaha. Esha ete etaha prathama. Etam enam ete ene etaha enaha dvitiya. Etaya enaya etabhyam etabhihi tritiya. Dakaranta Pullingaha tat shabdaha. Saha taute prathama. Tam tautan dvitiya. Tena tabhyam taihi tritiya. Dakaranta Strilingaha tat shabdaha. Sa tetaha prathama. Tam tetaha dvitiya. Taya tabhyam tabhihi tritiya. Dakaranta Pullingaha tat shabdaha. Tat tetani prathama. Tat tetani dvitiya. Tena tabhyam taihi tritiya. Dakaranta Trishulingeshu samanaha. We have done that, right? Asmat shabdaha. Aham avam vayam prathama. Mam ma avam no asmannaha dvitiya. Maya avabhyam asmabhihi tritiya. Dakaranta Trilingakaha Yushmat shabdaha. Tvam yuvam yuyam prathama. Tvam tva yuvam vam yushman vaha dvitiya. Tvaya yuvabhyam yushmabhihi tritiya. Makaranta Pullingaha Kim shabdaha. Kaha kau ke prathama. Kam kau kan dvitiya. Kena kabhyam kaihi tritiya. Makaranta Strilingaha Kim shabdaha. Ka ke kaha prathama. Kam ke kaha dvitiya. Kaya kabhyam kabhihi tritiya. Makaranta Napunsakalingaha Kim shabdaha. Kim ke kani prathama. Kim ke kani dvitiya. Kena kabhyam kaihi tritiya. With this, we have finished the Shabda Rupavali. We go to the dhatu rupavali. परस्मैपदी पठ धातु वर्तमान कालः पठति पठथः पठन्ति पठसि पठथः पठथ पठामि पठावः पठामः परस्मैपद पठ धातु भूतकालः अपठत् अपठताम् अपठन् अपठः अपठतम् अपठत अपठम् अपठाव अपठाम परस्मैपद पठ धातु प्रेरणा पठतु पठतां पठन्तु पठ पठतं पठत पठानी पठाव पठाम आत्मनेपद वंद धातु वर्तमान काल वंदते वंदेते वंदन्ते वंदसे वंदेथे वंदध्वे वंदे वंदावहे वंदामहे आत्मनेपद वंद धातु भूतकाल अवंदत अवंदेताम अवंदन्त अवंदथाः अवंदेथाम अवंदध्वम अवंदे अवंदावहि अवंदामहि आत्मनेपदी वंद धातु प्रेरणा वंदतां वंदेतां वंदन्तां वंदस्व वंदेथां वंदध्वम वंदै वंदावहै वंदामहै. We have seen till here. So how much time it took? All since the meeting started, even before I have logged in. After that, the prayers are over. After this, on the Zoom call, total is 12 minutes only. So even before that, we had started. So the recording has started only after that when the class began. But to do this, we took whole class last time. So this is how we would actually want to progress. It is basically just getting our Vakshuddhi practice, doing it at home and understanding what we are doing. Okay. Now, in the Dhatu section, we are going to add only one more, that is Bhavishya Kal, that we will do probably in the next session. But in the Shabda Rupavali, because there is a lot we have to progress. So today we will go ahead with Shabda Rupavali aspect. We'll go and see Chaturthi vibhakti today. Okay. So in your Shabda Rupavali, you can complete that lesson so that in the next reading we can have. So in the Deva Shabda, in your margin, you will write Chaturthi, but in your Ekvachan, it is Devaya, Devabhyam, Devebhyah. So this we are doing Chaturthi today, huh? This is our Akaranta Pullinga. Then what happens to the Napunsakalinga? Same. We are doing Phala, right? Phala. So Phalaya, Phalabhyam, Phalebhyah. Then we are doing Akaranta Strilinga. We have taken Mala Shabda. So in the Mala Shabda, we will have Mala Yai, Malabhyam, Malabhihi. Mala Yai, Mala Bhyam, Mala Bhihi. Malabhyah. Okay. Then we have done Ikaranta. So this was all Akaranta. This was Akaranta. This was Akaranta. Then we have one Rasva Ikaranta, only middle we have taken. Because I think I asked you all to see one aspect. That's why that Mati came in between without doing the Hariyan. But we will do Hariyan all later. So Matyai, Mataye, Matyai, or Mataye. Then same, Matibhyam, Matibhyah. So Chaturthi looks very easy for all the thing with the Dvivachan. Matibhyam, Matibhyah. Then we have the Ikaranta Stri. We have the Nadi Shabdaha. So any guesswork? Seeing Mati? Nadyai, Nadibhyam, Nadibhyah. So it is Nadyai, Nadibhyam. So Nadi is the, we have to say correctly. Nadibhyah. So we finish all the words. Then we go into the Sarvanam aspect. In the Sarvanam, we have started with Etad, you all said last time. Yes, okay. So we go with Etad first. So Etad Pullinga, Etasmai, Etabhyam, Etebhyah. So I'll use a different pen so we know we are doing Sarvanam. Etasmai, Etabhyam, Etebhyah. Yeah. So this is also Pullinga. This is all Punsakalinga. You please copy same. Etasmai, Etabhyam, Etebhyah. In Napunsakalinga also, please copy. Pullinga and Napunsaka both are same. Strilinga now. Etasyai we have to say. Etasyai. This was tasmai. This is tasyai. Etasyai. Etabhyam is same. And over here, instead of etebhyah, it is etabhyah. Strilinga. Now this was etad shabda. Okay. Now what happens to the tat shabda? Only the a part goes. Tasmai tabhyam tebhyah. A part goes. For Napunsaka, Pullinga, same. Tasmai tabhyam tebhyah. Let me not write it so that I can save that place for Asmat Shabda. So it is Tasmai. Only that A was there, that is gone. Tasmai tabhyam tebhyah. A part is gone because Shabda is Tad. Okay. Then Napunsaka also same. And Strilinga tasyai tabhyam tabhyah. Any confusion? I hope everything is okay, right? Okay.
Varshaji, can you just make your camera a bit on the last line? Okay, thank you.
So only A goes when we are doing Tad Shabda. When we are doing Etad Shabda, that A comes. So this is Tasmai, Tasyai for Tad. Tad Shabda. Okay. Then we did Pullinga finish, this finish, then Asmat Shabda. Then in Asmat Shabda, what happens? Mahyam, I'll use a different one, so that we are able to distinguish. Mahyam, Mahyam me Avabhyam no, I hope. Mahyam me Avabhyam no, Asmabhyam naha. This is for Asmad. Now for Yushmad, what happens? On similar lines, Tubhyam te Tubhyam te Yuvabhyam vam Yushmabhyam vaha. I'll write it over here bigger. Tubhyam te yuvabhyam vam yushmabhyam vaha. That last line, if you are unable to see. Then we have done the kim shabda. Pullinga, this was tasmai. So in kim, it will happen kasmai. This was tabhyam. So that will become kabhyam. This was tebhyaha. That will become kebhyaha. So kasmai, kabhyam, kebhyaha. I'll use a different pen for understanding purpose. Kim shabda, huh? Kim shabda. Kasmai, kabhyam, kebhyaha. So pullinga and napunsakalinga will be same. Now what will happen for strilinga? Kasyai, kabhyam, then kabhyaha. That's easy. Kasyai, kabhyam, kabhya. Any questions? Anybody has not understood? Not clear anywhere? I'll take a picture and keep so that okay. I'll share it in the group later. All clear? Everybody has the details?
The last one, kabhyo, kabhyam, and
Kasmai. Kasmai, kabhyam, kebhyaha. So see, go for the tad shabda. Tasmai. Tasmai will become kasmai. Tabhyam will become kabhyam. Tebhyaha will become kebhyaha. Then go for the strilinga. Tasyai will become kasyai. Tabhyam, kabhyam, tabhyaha, kabhyaha. Okay. Fine. So now I'm going to erase the board. All have written, right?
Is there anything for Napumsakalinga also, that Kim ke
Same thing.
Same.
That's what I said. From here onwards, I hope you have copied over here for tad also and etad also. Pullinga and Napunsaka is same. I'm saying orally,
Okay,
right?
okay. Yeah.
I'm each time when I'm writing, I'm saying it orally. I hope your attention is there. And I've written over here also Pullinga and Napunsakalinga same. Okay. So Pullinga and Napunsakalinga from Tritiya Vibhakti onwards, it goes same. Okay. Fair enough. Can I erase now? What I'll do, I'll post this picture. Anyways, when we are doing the lesson, we will, or let it be. No, we are doing the lesson. So we might need the board, yeah. So now what happens? Let us have a quick revision. What is that vibhakti? Vibhakti is the case. What is the case? It is the relation of the noun to the verb. In English, all the prepositions are linked, are the linking factors for the noun to the verbs. From where, to where, above, under, whatever you have to use. You use a preposition, which is a connecting thing. Without that, you cannot make a sentence. So in Sanskrit, this is embedded into the noun with certain suffixes. And that noun, because noun has a gender, that pattern changes. That's why we saw if it is Devaya, it is Malayai. Or nadyai. So according to the gender and the ending, that preposition is changing. So like this, we were seeing from Prathama Vibhakti onwards. So we have Prathama till Saptami Vibhakti, Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami. And then we have got Sambodhan also, where you address like, oh God. So Sambodhan is similar to Prathama Vibhakti with some changes in the Ekvachan aspect. So when do we use a Prathama Vibhakti? If the sentence is in an active voice, Kartari Vakya we say, that means the verb is going as per the Karta. Then we use Prathama Vibhakti. Like, let's say, Ramaha Patati. So who is doing the action? So directly we can trace it out. Rama is doing the action. So Rama. So if you have to say, like, studies are done by Rama, then that is a different thing. So when it is a passive voice, the things change. In an active voice, we are saying that the karta is in a prathama vibhakti. Okay. Or vastu nirdeshanartham. If you want to point out something, this is a pen, this is a pencil, that is a tree. So saha vrikshaha. So according that also will get a prathama vibhakti. So whenever it is a karta in a active voice, in a kartari vakya, or vastu nirdeshanartham, when you want to point out a thing, then we get a prathama vibhakti we must use. Okay, this is one aspect. Then we went further, dvitiya vibhakti. Dvitiya is the object. Ramaha khadati. So if we put a question, kim khadati? Phalam khadati. So the object, so the karta, the subject is in prathama vibhakti. The object is in a dvitiya vibhakti. So two, in this sense, if we have to use also, we use dvitiya vibhakti. We saw all those exercises, right? Gramam gacchati and all we saw. Then came tritiya vibhakti. So prathama vibhakti is called nominative case, dvitiya vibhakti is called accusative case, and the tritiya vibhakti is called as instrumental case, where by what the action is done. Okay, Ramaha khadati. So Rama is prathama, doer of the action. Then Ramaha kim khadati. Ramaha phalam khadati. So the object in the sentence is dvitiya vibhakti. But phalam is a napunsakalinga. So it became phalam phale phalani, phalam phale phalani. It's not making a bigger difference. Okay. Now comes tritiya vibhakti. Tritiya vibhakti with what? Ramaha hastena phalam khadati. Or chamasena if he is eating by spoon, with water. So with what the action is done, by what, with the what. So when this with or by is going to come, that is in a tritiya vibhakti. So we must have this clarity now, why we are doing vibhakti study. So if we are going to say devena, if we have spotted, that means in that sentence something is by God or with the God. Malaya, oh, something is with the mala, something is by. So from the vibhakti, we can spot out what is the relation of that particular noun with the verb. Very clear? So this should not go out from the mind. So this is what we have studied so far. Okay. Then this side we were studying pathati, sometimes the word, pathat is the word, pathatu is the verb. So this is what this is. Let's say Ramaha pathati. Huh? So Ramaha pathati, Rama is studying or Rama is reading. Pathat, Rama studied. Ramaha pathatu, you please study. You might be asking as a request, or you are ordering pathatu. You better study in that. So a request or a order is a prerana, imperative mood. Okay. So in that we have to now add bhavishya kal, and then that portion we will be completing. But that will go slow. Now today we are entering now Chaturthi. Now when do we use Chaturthi? So we will go to that. I've sent you that file, right? You can open that file now. So this first we will read those examples. So by reading the examples, we will get an idea where the Chaturthi is used. Now first one, Vaidyaha Rugnaya Aushadham Yachati. So now we have seen, right? I should give you the image now only, I think so. Then you can have a ready-made reference, right? Instead of turning the pages. Give me a minute. just gone to WhatsApp, y'all, the image of the board which we just now saw, so that everything is handy in front of the eyes in one go. Okay, y'all got the image? So now what we have seen now, the sentence is Rugnaya, like we saw the word Devaya over there. So what does this mean? That it is Vaidyaha is the giver. Vaidyaha yachati. So yachati means to give. So question, who is giving? Kaha yachati? Vaidyaha yachati. So doer of the action. Kim yachati? What is being given? Aushadham yachati. That means object. So aushadham is coming dvitiya vibhakti. Kena, maybe hastena. But now the thing is, to whom it is given? So the recipient, who is the receiver, becomes Chaturthi vibhakti. If I'm giving you something, then you will become Chaturthi vibhakti. If you are giving me something, then I will become the Chaturthi vibhakti. Okay. So the recipient, when this giving thing comes, the recipient is becoming Chaturthi vibhakti. So very, very crucial rule. Please do not forget this. Then according to the linga, the different verb will come. But now because Rugnaha is a pullinga word, Rugnaya has come over here. Okay. Remember, huh? So Rugnaya, to the patient. Now, Dhanikaha Nirdhanaya Dhanam Yachatu. So Yachatu is an order or a request. Dhanikaha Yachatu. May the rich give. Rich give what? Dhanam. To whom? Nirdhanaya. The one who is not having money, to him, let him give. I hope all are here in the class. Huh? So please remain in the class. If you will miss my words, you will not realize. So please don't multitask. Let's go ahead. Now, Lekhakaha Patrikayai Lekham Likhatu. So Likhatu, may you write. May who write? Lekhakaha. Lekhaka is a writer. Okay. What? Lekham, an article. For what? For Patrika, for a newspaper, newsletter. So Patrika. Patrika is like Mala. So you'll see in that picture, Mala Yai. So Patrika has become Patrika Yai. So may the writer write for the newspaper. Lekham, the article for the newspaper. Next, see. Kavayaha Kirtyai Kavyam Likhantu. Kirtyai is Kirti, like what we saw, Matyai. So for achieving the fame, the poet is writing the poem. So may the poet write the poem for getting fame. Kirtyai. We'll see some more. Striyaha Udyogaya Spardhantam. Spardhantam, may they compete. Like we have seen in the Vanda Dhatu. See Vanda Dhatu's Bahuvachan. Vandantam. Like that. Spardhantam. So Striyaha is a plural. So Striyaha Spardhantam. May the women compete. Compete for what? Udyogaya. For the work. For a job. Okay. Aishwaryam ahankaraya bhavati. Now what happens over here? Now another rule. What will convert into what? So, if I have got too much of money, I'm very proud of my riches, that means. So, my wealth converts me into pride. My wealth converts me to pride. So, when such a situation is coming, where something is getting converted, one of your emotion is getting converted, so that is also getting, to what it is getting converted, to what? That is getting Chaturthi Vibhakti. So, Aishwaryam Ahankaraya Bhavati. Wealth is bringing pride, or wealth is converting to pride. Shaktihi parapidanaya bhavati. If you are too strong, you are not using it in a right sense, you are troubling others. When you are powerful, you trouble others. Vidya vivadaya ma bhavatu. Ma means no. So if you know too much things, always arguments are there. No? So intellectuals sit and argue. We see that so many debates. And actually, those are not intellectuals at all. They think they are self-proclaimed intellectuals, but their arguments are so hollow. But that's what they feel. They are knowing, all knowers. They proclaim themselves as historians, journalists, I don't know what all. They proclaim themselves and they land up in Vivadaya only. So Vidya, Vivadaya ma bhavatu. Vidya is not for, let Vidya not be for argument. Vidya jnanaya kalpatam. This is something like us, So when we get a Vidya, so it gets converted into knowledge. So wisdom. So the information, let it get converted into wisdom. Lakshmi panditaya asutati. Lakshmi is getting jealous of Pandit. So of whom you are getting jealous, that will also, so that emotion is also getting a Chaturthi vibhakti. This is one of the rules. Tvam chaturaya asuyasi. You are getting jealous. So tvam asuyasi. See the verb asuyasi has happened. Whom you are getting jealous of? Whom you are getting jealous of? Intelligent people. Nrupatayaha shatrubhyaha kupyantu. So kings are getting angry. May the kings get angry. On whom? On shatrubhyaha, like devebhyaha. But Chatru Ukaranta we have not. But from that you have understood that, okay, Ukaranta is also going to sound similar like devebhyaha. So shatrubhyaha. Then, Tvam chaturaya suyasi. You are we saw that. Putana haraye kupyati. So Putana got angry. Putana got angry on whom? Haraye. So Hari, like Mataye we saw, but Hari is a Pullinga Shabda. We have not yet seen that, but it is going to be on a similar line. Then Shishyaha Gurave Drihyati. Shishya cheats the Guru. So this emotion also, Druhyati, whenever Druhyati is going to come, you have to use a Chaturthi Vibhakti. And we say Gurave Namaha, right? So we'll see that also next. Vikrayikaha Grahakaya Druhyati. So seller is cheating the customer. So who is getting cheated? Customer is getting cheated. So Grahakaya. So that is getting a Chaturthi Vibhakti. Then, whenever this Rocha Dhatu comes, Rocha is something which is desirable, something which you like. So whenever you have to use this particular Dhatu, this is a rule that you have to use Chaturthi Vibhakti. So, Modakam Tubhyam Rochate va. Do you like Modakam? So, Modakam Tubhyam. Tubhyam we saw Asmat Shabda, Yushmat Shabdas, Chaturthi is Tubhyam. So, Tubhyam, do you like Modakam? Then, Pushpani Taruni Bhyaha Rochante. We saw Nadi Bhyaha, Taruni, Nadi. So, Nadi Bhyaha, Taruni Bhyaha. So, flowers. Flowers are liked by whom? Liked by Taruni, young girls. Samskritabhyasaha Mahyam Bahu Rochate. Mahyam, Asmat Shabdas. Like Tubhyam we saw Yushmat Shabda. Mahyam. So, I like this. To me, so the exact translation, if you have to do, to me, the Sanskrit studies are desirable. But we don't say so complicated sentence in English. In English, we say, I like to study Sanskrit. So, but in Sanskrit, that Rocha will get a Chaturthi Vibhakti. So, Sanskrit is desirable to me. Then, Gurave Namaha, Narayanaya Namaha. So, we know this now. Om Namah Shivaya. Then what else we say? Om Ganeshaya Namaha. Then we say Nadyai we saw, right? Nadyai. So Saraswatyai Namaha. Then Gurave Namaha. Not Guruve, Gurave. So whenever namaha is used, we have to use Chaturthi vibhakti. To whom we are offering namaskara, there also we get Chaturthi vibhakti. Then we get Agnaye namaha, Shrutyai namaha. So all the namaha. Also all the swasti. Prajabhya swasti, Sarvebhya swasti, Shishubhya swasti. So all the swasti is also going to get Chaturthi vibhakti. Then Athithayaha Gruhaya Agachantu. So Gruham Agachantu is also we saw in Dvitiya where they have come. But we can also use Chaturthi vibhakti to where you are going or where they have come, to what place. So in two sense, both Dvitiya and Chaturthi, both are used. Then Govindaha Nagaryai Gachati, like we saw Nagarim Gachati, we have seen when we studied. So even if you say Nagaryai, Chaturthi vibhakti is also an option to use where to you are going. And then the last one, Aham Gramaya Gachami, like Aham Gramam Gachami, like that Gramaya Gachami. So the next page shows that table, but we have already had the table of both the Shabdas and the Sarvanams. Now just go to that last portion, some rules pertaining to the dative case. So first was nominative, then was accusative, third one was instrumental, and now we have a dative case. So dative cases, first rule, the word denoting the person to whom something is given gets dative case. Example, doctor gives medicine to whom? To patient. So the patient is going to get dative case. So the rule number one, the recipient is going to get Chaturthi vibhakti. Then the word denoting the purpose for which a certain action is done. So if anything, for what the action is done, let the writer write for what? For the paper, for the newspaper. So that will also get Chaturthi vibhakti. Third rule, the word denoting a thing into which another thing is going to get transformed, like the wealth is getting transformed into an ego, anger, whatever. So that into what it is getting transformed is also going to get Chaturthi vibhakti. Then comes the word denoting the person or a thing against whom the anger, hatred, jealousy is shown. All that is into Chaturthi vibhakti. Then the fifth rule, liking, rucha. So if you have to use the rucha dhatu, then it is always associated with Chaturthi vibhakti. And then we are going to use namaha, swasti, whatever. All that is Chaturthi vibhakti. And instead of dvitiya, we can also use for going and coming to which place you've gone or you're going to go. There you can use Chaturthi vibhakti. So these are just few areas where you use Chaturthi vibhakti. So far, anything doubt? So far, all clear? Now we go. Same lesson. We are continuing. More examples. Shivaha Arjunaya Pashupatasram Dadati. So who gave Pashupatasram to whom? Shiva gave. So Shiva is the giver. So he is the karta of the action. So Shiva is to be in Prathama Vibhakti. And what is given? Pashupatasram. So that has to become Dvitiya Vibhakti, object. And who is receiving it? Arjun is receiving it. So Arjun has to become Chaturthi Vibhakti. So who is the giver? To whom it is given? Shiva gives to Arjun. So from this we understand to Arjun is Arjunaya. So in English, we can't say Arjun gives to Shiva. It changes the meaning. But in Sanskrit, if you say Arjunaya Pashupatasram Shivaha Dadati, it will mean still same. Because the whole vibhak, the word is embedded. So if you move Arjunaya anywhere in the sentence, the meaning of the sentence will not change. That is the beauty of the Sanskrit. But in English, that two has to accompany it. If you interchange Shiva and Arjun position, the meaning is different. Because two is denoting that action. And over here, two is embedded in the word. Arjunaya, if you say, means to Arjun. Shivaya, if you say, then it's to Shiva. Arjunaha, if you say, means Arjuna is giving. So Arjunaha is giving. And Arjuna is receiving. So we have to be very clear about where that case is used. Now see the next one. Anjaneya says Sita is there. So what did he do? Anjaneyaha Sitayai Anguliyakam dadati. Anguliyakam, ring, finger ring. So Sitayai, like Malayai, Sita, Akaranta. So Arjuna has given the ring to Sita. To Sita is Sitayai. The meaning of that word, Sitayai. Anjaneyaha. So that is showing the karta. So Anjaneyaha dadati. Kim dadati? Anguliyakam dadati. Kasyai dadati. Because I know the answer is Sita, I can ask Kasyai. If you don't know the answer is Strilinga Napunsaka, you can ask Kasmai. There is no problem. But when you know the answer, you can put the right question. Kasyai dadati. Sitayai dadati. Next. Bhimaha Draupadyai Saugandhika Pushpam dadati. Draupadi, like Nadi, Nadyai, Draupadyai. Got it? So who is giving? Bhima is giving. To whom he is giving? To Draupadi. So to Draupadi is Draupadyai. She is the receiver of Saugandhika Pushpa from Bhima. So likewise, there are some more examples. Indraha Karnaya Shaktya-yudhan Dattavan. Dattavan gave. So we saw that in past tense, right? Dattavan, Dattavati. So what he gave? Shaktya-yudham he gave. Shikshika, Chhatra, like Mala. Chhatrayai Gita dadati. Gitam Dattavati. Bhaktaha Devatayai phalam arpayati. So Devata is a Akaranta Strilinga. Deva is a Pullinga. So Devaya to gods. Devataya, so Devatas is the word, could be gods, goddesses, both it could be. Devata. Krishnaha Arjunaya Divyam Chakshruhu Dattavan. Right. Yat kasmai api ashraddhaya dadati tat asat bhavati. So now see this sentence. Yat kasmai api. Kasmai, to whomever api. To whomever ashraddhaya. Without shraddha, if you have given, tat asat bhavati, then that is gone. That loses its value. It loses its sheen. It's not positive. Asat bhavati. It's not truthful. Very good sentence that is. Okay, we have some more examples. Number 6. Devaha manavaya ishtan bhogan yachanti. Devaha, all the gods, many gods. So yachanti has come plural. Devaha is plural. So yachanti has come plural. To whom? Manavaya. Ishtan bhogan means whatever he is desiring, devas are giving to manavas. Manushyaha devaya havihi arpayanti. So what men are doing? Human beings are giving. Havish. When we do the homa, what we are putting in the homa is called havish. So the offering done in the homa. So they are giving it to Deva. Bhaktaya Ishwaraha Sadbuddhim dadati. See over here. This Bhaktaya. So Ishwaraha Sadbuddhim dadati. Tasmai Bhaktaya. So this Bhaktaya can be placed anywhere in the sentence. Ishwara can go anywhere in the sentence. So it's just the trick they have used. It doesn't change the meaning. The sentence formation can be Ishwaraha Bhaktaya Sadbuddhim dadati, like any other previous sentences. Kasmai api yat kim api dadati tat api Ishwara arpan karotu. Means to whomever, whatever you are giving, let it be like an offering to the Lord. Let it be offered to the Lord. So kasmai api, to whomever, kimapi, whatever, dadati, tatapi, that also, Ishwara arpan karotu. May that be going to Lord only. Abhaktaya Gita na deya. Those who don't believe, those who are not the bhaktas, Gita na deya. Gita should not be given. Abhaktaya na deya. Bhaktaha bhaktya patram pushpam phalan ityadi Ishwaraya dadati. To whom? To Ishwara. Jnaninaha shushrushrave jnanam dadati. Mumukshave moksham dadati. This ending we have not seen, but let it be there as an information and it's your study so that you can follow. So there are few examples given in that. Avedhayam means pay attention. Prathama vibhakti is in one side, and other side the Chaturthi is given. So that is only for your information. Then goes the exercise part. So what I will do over here is I'll going to give this as a homework so that we don't spend much time. But I will tell how it is. So Kaurava Pandavanam. We will try to understand the question. Kaurava Pandavanam Kanduka Krida Prasange. Kanduka Krida is the passing pass of ball. Kanduka means ball. Kanduka Krida means the ball play. Prasange at that time. Kaha Kasme Kandukam Dadati. Who gave ball to whom? Iti atra darshitam asti. It is being shown over here. Tad drushtva, seeing that, yathodharanam vakhyani likhat. Seeing that, as how the example is given, write the sentence. So first what has happened, Yudhishthira is there, after that Nakul is there. So the sentence is, Yudhishthiraha, they have taken the next word. Okay. Yudhishthiraha Duryodhanaya Kandukam Dadati. Okay. But what you can do is, you go in that order. So Nakulaha is there. So Yudhishthiraha Nakulaya Kandukam Dadati. Then you write Nakulaha Sahadevaya Kandukam Dadati. Sahadevaha. Then Subahu. Ukaranta we have not done. But above, if you see, there are those examples given. Not above. In the next page. Kuru, Bandhu words are there, right? Yuyutsu, Chikirshu. So from there, you can find out Dhenu, Rajju, Chamu. So from there, you can find out which word you can use. If you are not able, then you leave the Ukaranta. Then continue. Arjunaha, Yuyutsu. So if you see the example, Yuyutsu's example is being given over there. On the next page, if you go, you will find the words over there. So take this as a homework and try and do maximum. Study those examples. Then it's all easy. So the crux you have understood. You have not memorized. Don't memorize. By the time you are doing homework, you will figure out the pattern of how the verb is forming, how the word is forming. So it is not by memorizing. It is by understanding you will realize, okay, this pattern is for Chaturthi, like that. Somebody has put a message. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, any questions so far? Very interesting this is. What I'll do is, I will leave the group open. So if you have any questions, you pose a doubt over there. Because now only 8 people are there in the class. Minus me is only 7. So maximum only 7 people who will have the doubts. So I'll leave the group open so that there is a discussion, so that those who have not attended today out of probably fear or not doing the homework or avoiding meeting me and rather catch me on YouTube. Probably it's on that because so only 7 today in the class. So I'll leave the group open. If you have any doubts, then and there ask over there. And suppose anybody has seen the doubt even before I see and you know the answer, please answer there. So there is a discussion. When we exchange thoughts and when we discuss, we'll get more. So only thing, not to post any good morning, thank you, sorry, all those messages. No. We just speak about what is necessary. Whichever big, great festivals will come, so many things good will happen. Nice posts and all will be there. Too many Sanskrit posts will also be there. Sanskrit jokes will also be there. Nothing to post. We don't want to miss that group. I leave the group open and we just talk on this particular exercise now till we meet next. So Chaturthi vibhakti is in discussion. And you all keep on doing the homework as much as possible because it's lot many. So I'm not insisting complete, but if you can complete, fantastic. Because what you have got in that one photo that I have shared, the board picture, that has most of the answers, except for the Ukaranta and all, which is there in the next page. Okay. Any questions to be asked? Clear? I hope it is clear. Okay, so we end today's session and then see you all next week. Next week, if we have something more to do on Chaturthi, we will go with Chaturthi some more. And then we go with Panchami. And then after Panchami, I think we can go ahead with and do Bhavishya Kal and then complete Shashti and Saptami. Then next month, Swami Shukdevanandji is going to come from 14th to 30th. So that time we will not have class. And those who are in Singapore can join his satsang. It's going to be in Hindi. Morning he's going to take Rudram and afternoon he's going to take Prahlad Stuti. Or if you want to just come for his darshan or something, please let me know. I will let you know how and when to meet. So it's going to be on different venues for Prahlad Stuti. And for Rudram, it is at one place. So those who want to attend, that's morning 7:15. So by 7, we should be seated over there. It's going to be on Tanjamru Road. So I'll let you know the details. So 14th to 30th May we'll not have, but I'll give you enough homework and things to do. You'll have a lot of things to memorize, make thorough. There's a lot of play with Sanskrit that's going to happen for 2 weeks. So it's not going to be a waste time. Okay, let's end the session. Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Oh. 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 Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Hari Om everyone. Enjoy Chaturthi Vibhakti learning. See you all next Wednesday. Hari Om and see you all on WhatsApp.
Thank you so much, Varshaji.
Hari Om. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. Hari Om.
Okay, thank you, Varshaji. Good night.
Good night. Good night.